Hi guys, welcome back again to Southeast Conversations. It's been a minute. Well, it's only been a week, but we're here again. Just to start off with, do follow us on our socials. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok on Southeast Conversation. SECS. I'm trying not to say the word.
It's sex. Say it. It's sex. We're grown. We're grown.
Okay. SECS.
Sex.
We left that in 2024. Okay, we left that last year. Anyways, Southeast Conversations on all platforms, including YouTube. There we go. And also, you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok if you like. So it's DUMEBZZ. And yeah.
Oh, my God.
If I just looked at you like...
Oh, we're just going to go right in. Oh, I'm Dabs. And what do I say? Because, I've never done, the whole intro thing.
This is technically your first episode.
Yeah, no one, I'm so sorry. And I just looked at you just go on.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your first episode. So we have Dabs.
Yeah. Hey.
Where can they find you on Instagram, TikTok?
Oh, okay. So Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Even though I don't use Twitter.
That's why I never mentioned Twitter, man.
Yeah.
I don't use that.
I just have it when I want some poll thingy or votes. I use Twitter. But sorry, guys. For those that use Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the wrong one.
X.
But
we don't use it.
I'm so
when she said Twitter, we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Then she was like, X, we're like, oh.
Yeah, so it's Femme Davenier, so FEMME_DAVEINIR.
Sorry, did you forget?
No.
We'll put it up on the screen, don't worry.
Yeah. So yeah, Femme Davenier on all socials. Femme_Davenier. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have
a special guest with us, and we'll let her introduce herself.
So I would actually let you introduce yourself, but I'm kind of gassed because let me do the introduction.
Oh, he's like, if you can see him right now, he's like, I want to do the introduction.
it's exciting. Go on.
So, obviously, you guys know we do the Southeast Conversations on the streets, the SOTS street interviews, where we go out, we meet people, we ask people questions. We always ask people for recommendations, what they're listening to, who they would recommend us to go check out. Okay. And I met this really, really wholesome guy, I have to say. He's very wholesome. Bless him. I know, he was very nice and very lovely. And I asked him, who should we give more attention to? Who would you say needs more rating right now? And your name came up.
Oh,
yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously. I'll honestly, I'll put a clip up and we'll see as well. I'll send you the clip.
I want to know who this wholesome person is. To me. That's so cute.
He was even coming to watch you at a live show in London Bridge at the time when we met him.
Oh.
And shout out again to Dan. So Dan is our editor and the guy who films the street interviews with us. And Dan, all we heard was Nandi, find Nandi. Yeah. And Dan was on it, did his research, found you. And crazy. As soon as Dan sent me the details, I was like, I'm gonna message her. So it's been a few weeks in the making, but we have made it happen. Ooh. And so on our couch, joining us today, the talented, the amazing, the beautiful, amazing voice I have to add to it as well, Nandi.
Hello. John, I just want to say your rendition of Beyonce's Halo. There's one you did, I think, was it in a museum? I saw it. I was just like, oh my gosh, you sound so beautiful. I was just like, your voice. I'll take it. You guys are doing me so many compliments. My cheeks are now just up here. That's so kind. Thank you.
So, I'm just getting up the clip quickly. If you just bear with me 2 seconds.
Okay. Music.
Yeah, your music. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, were you thinking actual art?
Yeah,
You are operating on a different level.
There's a blues artist called Nandi who's playing at a gig tonight. In London Bridge. Check her out.
I'll put his picture and I'll put a clip up on the screen.
God bless your life, man.
Shout you out because now we're here. So yeah, so now we have Nandi. We're just gonna find out a bit more about you and let's have a quick conversation.
Cool.
I'll let the girls take over.
Okay, well, Nandi, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So, Ange, like, tell us a little about you, like, you know, what type of artist you are, what you do, and when you actually started, because, you know, everyone's journey is a bit different.
Yeah.
So, how did you get to be who you are now?
Oh wow, what a long story.
Long story.
Very long story.
We've got time.
Okay, great. So when I was a little girl. No, but on the real, like, my family is very like church orientated, music orientated. So like every morning and every evening would have like prayers and like my grandma loved her hymns. And like so we'd be like singing hymns together and like harmonize together. And then me and my cousins, we decided we're going to be a girl group.
Ooh, okay.
So like you know them those keyboards where you just press the do.
Yeah.
The DJ button.
The little DJ button. And it gives you a little beat. So we made up our first song.
Oh.
It was really wow.
What was it called?
Exercising is good for you.
Oh.
Cause baby,
No, you
it'll
need
bring
to
you
release
through.
that.
No, but really.
No.
That's skills.
I need that for my
Skills.
gym session.
I think as we used to like run around like grew up in a university town, so we but like go jogging and like singing to like get our things up. But we didn't really know what we were doing. Like in Zimbabwe, in some tiny little university town, like we're just vibes in.
That's skills though.
Yeah.
Talent.
Talent.
That's talent.
I mean,
And it sounds good too.
Yeah.
remember guys, you just indulging me because
No.
No. It's actually a bop, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could sell that as a jingle to Peloton or a company like that.
we could, you know.
Seriously, listen, I'm the
6-year-old
business
us-
mind over here. Let me know.
Old us knew that in the future,
Yeah.
exercising would be a big thing.
Brand deals, yeah.
Brand deals. It was on brand deals. Yeah, it was meant to be, guys.
You
It
just
was meant
need a
to be.
TikTok in your time.
Ah, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Imagine that. TikTok in our time, that
Yeah.
would be dangerous. But
That'd be
I feel like
dangerous,
that's very
though.
dangerous.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
dangerous.
scary.
Ooh, we got away with a lot of people not knowing the things we got.
Yeah. Facts. I second that.
Very lucky, I would
Very.
say. Yeah. Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we started out doing just like random things like that, and then as more opportunities came to perform, I'd always find myself on a stage or like in assembly, like anyone perform, hey, hi. Or in class, anyone want to say anything, yeah, I'll sing something, and like sometimes it will go very wrong. But like I didn't really care about like if it goes wrong. My thing was like I just enjoy
I love that.
sharing the music that I'm obsessed with.
Yeah.
And
Have you always
like-
been confident?
I wouldn't say necessarily that it's confidence. I'm just a bit excited about life.
That's good.
And so
That is-
like
yeah.
I guess it comes across as confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
always
good.
feel like people
So-
that are confident always don't think they are confident.
That is true.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, am I that confident? Babe, this is me the whole time. Oh, am I?
but that's how you know it's like authentic.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
Yeah, I'm just living in it.
Yeah. I
People
love
perceive
that.
you as they perceive you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
So-
long was that? So I think you lived in, you said Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So like, when did you come to the UK?
I moved to the UK just before my 11th birthday.
Ah,
Yeah.
you know what? We all came into this country around the same time.
Yeah,
Really?
we said it last time. Yeah,
we
same
said this
time.
last time. Were you 11?
I was 15.
Oh, okay.
You're a bit older.
I was a bit, I was a
We
bit
lost
older.
the accent. I thought like if I came
That's
here, a
what
bit,
I
if I came
said.
here late, I would have retained my accent.
I would have
I'd been
retained.
so excited.
Listen, did I
but
not say that to you?
you've lost
I was
your
like, Ian does not
soul.
sound Ghanaian at all. Not anymore. Like,
Wait, you're Ghanaian?
see? Wait,
That's how
see
you
what
know
I mean?
That's how you know it's
what
bad,
I
but
mean?
yeah. Born and raised, 15 years, majority of my life. I don't know what happened to my accent, guys. I genuinely don't know. I woke up one day
It was gone.
and
It was who you were
I can
surrounded with.
identify with you because
Yeah.
I remember one day hearing myself. I was like, "Hey, who's that?"
Who's that?
And I went home and I said, "Mum, I lost my accent. You didn't tell me." She's like, "You've been talking like this for 2 years. I don't know what you're doing. What you're talking
Yeah.
about."
yeah,
I said,
no. You're
I was
right.
so
Yeah.
shocked.
Yeah.
You're right. 'Cause
But do your parents still have like the accents?
my
would you
parents, so they don't have strong accents, but they do have an accent. But I think it's my little brothers, because my little brothers were born here.
say? Yeah.
So
fair.
they had the accents, and obviously I'm someone as well. If I don't understand your accent, I would for me to understand you, I want to speak like you to understand you. It's something I've noticed. So
Really?
yeah, if I don't really understand the accent, because I remember in secondary school I didn't understand what anyone was saying. So
That's the
probably-
thing, yo. Like I knew I was speaking English, and I know you're speaking English, but the English you're speaking is not
the same.
It's not correlated. What's going on?
I'll give you guys
Like-
a quick story. Yeah, in year 11, in my school, year 11s were allowed to be in the building. Everyone else had to be outside.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, but year 11s were allowed to be in the building.
Doing
Obviously I
what?
came here
Yeah.
just to chill inside. I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
Oh, was it like in break times and lunch
Yeah,
times?
in break
Oh,
times,
okay.
yeah.
I thought you meant
No, just
Yeah.
Being outside,
I was like, wow.
No, so randomly, I just walked in. I've just joined the school. It's my first week there. I didn't know that was the rules. I've just walked in, and obviously this guy's trying to tell me to get out because I'm not year 11.
Oh.
But because I genuinely don't understand, I'm looking at him like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? It wasn't until like a few months down the line I realized, oh, he must have been trying to kick me out.
Yeah.
Because then I'm starting to
Oh.
pick up the accent, the slangs here and
Yeah.
there. And yeah, I think that's probably why I just lost it, because I wanted to understand people.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, hey, that's me. It's not about me anyway.
But I find that the people who you are with majority of the time affect the way you speak.
Definitely.
Me, when I'm around lots of Nigerians and I try to go back to like normal English, it's like I'm like, oh,
It's not working.
yeah, like the things I'll be saying, even how I think, I'll be thinking in that environment space that I have been. And because the other day I was trying to, finger foods, they call in Nigeria, you call it small chops,
Small
Oh,
chops.
yeah.
but it's called canapé. So when I was like, I went to an event and they were serving it, and they were like, oh, what food did they have? And I was like, small chops.
I know, probably thinking, huh?
I was like, because if you're not from there, you wouldn't really understand what it
Yeah.
is. So I was just like, oh, I need to literally like, I need to like get back, because but yes, and I feel like that also affects it. So if you're around your people a lot,
Yeah.
You can retain.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's automatic though. You can be at work and you'll be like, hi Susan, how are you today?
Oh,
And your mom's calling you
yeah.
like, so what do you want? Sometimes it like
The
you
code
can
switches.
yeah, it switches, but
So
sometimes
quick.
it's hard though with certain words in it, because you're so used to saying a certain way.
Yeah.
So even though you can code switch,
It'd be catching you
off
off
the
guard.
line.
you've been caught off guard with something. Where did that come from?
What happened to me was like I saw there's this one girl like in my office is quite like middle upper class people, and then there's me and my friend who are from East Ham. I was just talking. I was like, "Yeah, water," and then everyone turned around and was like, "So I've been using my office voice. Like, yes, would you like some water?" Yes. And I was like, "Yeah, my water."
One
And
thing
they were
I've
just like,
noticed about the office voice, it's always an octave higher.
Yeah.
Everyone speaks like this, and then as soon as it starts speaking,
"Yeah,
But when you're
Literally.
using your own accent, that's when you're you
yeah,
get
the roots."
But why do we do that though? I don't know.
Because it's more
I think-
polite, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I guess.
I think, like I said, because it's easier for the other person to understand us, because we know if I was to speak in slang and I'm like, yo, well, go on, they're not gonna, you know,
Yeah.
clock what's happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
And just to avoid that extra step
Yeah.
of having to explain myself.
Speaking of that, oh my god, my friend told me this happened to him the other time. But you know, this guy is so silly as well. So we used to work together in my old office.
Yeah.
So he's so silly. So he was literally, he got on a call with our director. Like this, like bless this woman, she's as. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
She doesn't understand the lingo,
Any
nothing like that.
colloquial,
So
nothing.
literally nothing.
Yeah.
And she literally, but he didn't mean to, because I think he was probably chatting to his boys, and then she called him out of nowhere, and then he was like, "Oh, yo, wagwan."
Huh? Is he trying to lose his job?
Yay.
I don't actually.
She said she paused for a second. She was like, "Sorry, what?" And then he was like, "How are you?" Sorry.
That was a good transition though. He just clocked. Was like,
Yeah. How are you?
It was like,
And
it
then she's
wasn't
like,
me, it was you.
there was a glitch in the system. I was like, but why did you even do that? And that was not the first time it's happened. He was like, there was yo wagwan, and there was another time he was like, what are you telling me? And his colleague was like, I'm not telling you anything. But Why do you keep like some people don't they can't like
That's what I
forget
mean.
you're not in
But
that
why do we
space.
have to code switch all the time?
You know?
I feel like my experience is kind of different. Whenever I try to speak slang, people like no. Just, just
Yeah,
like they're
don't
like
do
no, don't do it. Apparently, for some reason, my voice sounds weird when I speak slang. So I'm like,
Can
so
you
I
do it
thought,
now?
yeah, no,
I was just about to ask the same question.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
Say
like-
one for us.
everyone was just like, no, Dabby, don't do it, don't
Yeah.
do it. So I'm just like, so I've always had like this voice, weirdly enough. But I do have a different office voice,
Oh yeah.
apparently, because I was speaking to someone the other day, and then someone at work called me, and he was like, "You sound different." I was like, "Yeah,
It's work.
yeah."
It's true.
You mean I gotta pay my bills, bro?
Literally.
But
That's
okay,
got to be paid.
let's get back onto your topic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we backtracked today.
we did backtrack a little bit, but hey, that's what happens to Southeast conversations, man. We get lost and then we found our way.
Listen, when diasporans get together, we
Yeah,
need to now share
This is
experiences.
the common ground. There's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's happening in the world of Nandi? What's going on? Where can people find you
On the socials.
on socials? What you're doing in terms of shows?
Okay, so on socials, I'm This Is Nandi on Facebook.
Facebook.
Listen, the olders are in Facebook.
And they're very good at supporting you.
Very
They'll
good.
Yeah.
spread the word.
Oh,
Yeah.
and even the internationals, they're on Facebook.
Yeah.
They'll be
That's
like,
the younger
"There's this
ones."
person on my Facebook."
Right? That's what's holding you down, like, yes.
Yeah. That's true.
And then same thing with IG and TikTok.
So
I need
this
to
is
be better
Nandi.
on TikTok. Yeah, This Is Nandi on all my socials. And my website, thisisnandy.com.
Okay.
Nice.
YouTube.
Oh yeah, same thing. Yeah, This Is
Okay.
Nandi
This is
/
Nandi.
This Is Nandi on everything except for X.
X.
Because some sleeper human being has my
Name.
this thing.
Oh, I hate.
You should message them.
They've been inactive since like 2010. or
Then
something.
message Twitter or
They
X.
said I need to prove that I am the CEO, and I was just like, huh?
Yeah, see,
No,
this,
they can get complicated. X is
Yeah.
a very big complication on its
Yeah.
own. Like,
this is why. But this is why our podcast don't even have an expert.
yeah, literally. We've been saying this in the works for how long?
Yeah.
We're still saying it at
Stop
this point
saying
because
it.
it's not in the works anymore.
Forget
It's just not
about
there.
it.
We'll leave it.
Wait, don't dare.
Did
Forget-
someone take your name?
No, we have our name, but like trying to post if it seems like you have to have some sort of official account, and
Yeah.
I was like, I can't be asked to read into this right now. I just
Yeah.
closed
Do
it.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, as a
Why do you
brand.
need
So
so
because
much?
we're like a brand, we're creating as a business
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So as a business, it's more complicated than just being an actual user on your
Yeah.
own.
Oh.
Can you not just put it as a user and do
Yeah.
yeah.
But then we won't get the benefits of like advertising,
But you won't get the
promoting.
benefits if you're not even on there. So,
But the question is it needed?
That room went silent. After that. Damn.
Well, like
That's a serious one. That's true. Is it really needed? Because I was saying the last time we were here, I was saying as well, the ex-owner of X. flipping
listen,
out.
say Twitter at this point. Don't,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
stress yourself.
Yeah, the ex-owner of Twitter has started his new thing called Blue Sky, and it's basically Twitter.
Ah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like, do we really need Twitter at this
I
point?
mean, are people going to migrate though? That's always the thing. It's like with
Yeah.
a new platform, are people actually going to migrate?
Yeah.
It's just like when Thread came out, everyone's
I was
like,
about
"Oh my
to
gosh,
say,
are you on
Thread,
Thread? Are you on
yeah.
Thread?"
I
And
deleted
then
the app
now,
after 2 days.
but I will not lie, it's like Facebook, but Facebook and LinkedIn kind of. So it's like I've seen loads of people as a creative myself. I've seen loads of people posting jobs. So like or things that to do with jobs and stuff like that whenever I'm on Thread. So it's like
Really?
I'm a creative, I'm looking to meet up with creatives, or I'm looking
Okay.
for a model, blah blah blah. So it's always something that is it's like LinkedIn kind of, but in a Facebook vibe.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Less stuff.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. So it's
Sounds like I need to
We'll
change
see.
my my algorithm because I don't get none of that.
Oh.
Yeah, right. My-
What are you looking at?
only it's come like only threads instead of flipping threads. I'm just gonna let that sink in.
Oh my days!
I still don't get it.
You don't get it?
I never do.
I think I do remember, but is it what I think it is?
I always just wait for someone
So
to
you've heard of
explain it to me.
OnlyFans? Just say my threads looks like OnlyFans.
Oh.
That's what he
Yeah.
meant by only threads.
It's become like only threads rather than threads.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking the right thing. I just wasn't sure. I was like, do I
Yeah.
have a dirty brain?
No, I
Like,
Yeah, sometimes
no,
that happens
you're-
to me.
you're
Sometimes
right.
someone will send me something on Instagram that I know will be like, yo, this is crazy. My mind is dirty. I need to clean it. I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah. I'm still working it out.
I'm still working it out.
It's like,
Give me a second.
I just go through the comment section.
oh yeah, to figure
Because
out what's going
sometimes the
on in
comments
it.
don't even help you. It pisses me off. They'll be like, oh, if you don't know, you don't know. I'm like, oh, shut up, man. Just tell me.
No,
Or
I'm
they
the one
say,
person.
this is the thing, and then it goes ...
Dot,
If
dot.
you're reading this,
This.
you should get off.
Like, listen, if you're going to help me out, just,
Just help me out.
yeah, like,
Don't be doing no cryptic
innit?
things.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, if you don't get it, you don't get it. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, my gosh, I got it. Okay, then tell me.
I feel like half of the people don't even get it. They're just following the thread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
true.
crowd.
That's probably true as well.
We're just all lost together. Just like,
Yeah.
maybe.
Anyway, so let's talk a bit about your inspiration. What inspires your music? What inspires This Is Nandi?
What inspires me? I am someone who like feels a lot. Like,
Oh.
I'm
You're a
very emo
sensitive
babe.
soul.
Very sensitive, very emo babe. But for a long time, I used to be like, I don't do feelings. So
I don't do feelings.
I don't do feelings. Sorry. But meanwhile, I'm here like crying in my house, listening to Whitney.
Oh.
Yeah. So like when I was little, I'd literally be like obsessed with like Whitney, Mariah, Aaliyah, SWV, like all those like divas. And I would literally just sit in my house with like remember back in the day when people had CDs?
Oh.
Yeah, and it had like the lyrics on there, and I'd just be sitting there singing to it for like hours and hours. Like that's just what I used to do. And I just like fell in love with people being able to express themselves, and that's what I wanted to be able to do, to be able to help other people feel the way I felt when I listened to those people. And also like, because I was so terrible at expressing myself, I found it easier to find a song that will express how I feel and emote that way, just because I was just like, I don't do feelings, I'm a robot, I'm career focused, and that's it. So like that was my way of like getting in touch with my emotions.
So, sorry, top 5 R&B artists, because I heard some good names in there. Now I want to know your actual list.
This is a very difficult.
Yeah, they're so good.
There's so many. Okay, so like old school R&B divas like Aretha Franklin.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Obviously the Whitneys. Oh God, why can't I remember her name? Oh, you don't call. No, that's still Aretha. This is really annoying. Every time I want to think of somebody, the name goes out of my head.
Do you know a song name?
Sweet Love. Anita Baker. Thank you.
Oh.
That was the way to get into my brain. Yeah, Anita Baker. Like another one. Whitney's auntie. Was it Godmother? Till you come back to me.
It's not Diana Ross, is it?
No.
I thought Diana Ross as well.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Patti LaBelle.
No, Patti LaBelle also as well. Like she used to have a TV show with Luther Vandross back in the day.
Yeah.
I used to watch that as a kid and I was like, wow. They were like Patti LaBelle owned this nightclub and I was just like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. So like yeah, Patti LaBelle, Luther Vandross, like the old school people, like
Powerhouses.
the powerhouses. And then new school, like I'm obsessed with her. Ari Lennox.
Oh. Shiver.
Yeah, that's literally the song.
Ari Lennox is too cold, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And then also like with that, like Odile, I'm obsessed with him.
Oh my God.
We literally just
Really?
mentioned him.
Yeah, we just had an episode
Yeah, we talked
where the
about
guest
him.
also said that. Okay.
Because like I love my Afrobeats, I love my Amapiano, also like an R&B babe. So like my stuff I'm gonna be releasing is very much like fusing the two together, and he does that so well. Like the obsession is is really high up there, just because like I really appreciate the songwriting, the instrumentals, like just the way he's like blending all these different worlds together, and obviously like the Remas and them guys, and then away from that, there's like where I like when I was like a teenager, like neo soul.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Neo soul was the thing. And so we had Erykah Badu,
Oh.
Jill Scott, India Arie, D'Angelo,
Yep.
Maxwell, like. Oh, and I have to mention, if it was not for Floetry,
Oh.
like my songwriting used to
sorry.
be.
These names are hitting me in the song. Damn.
Yeah, and let's not forget Lauryn Hill, please.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Of course.
Like the influence of Floetry specifically is like my songwriting used to be, boy, I've been thinking about you, how you go through my mind night and day, and all this kind of stuff. Whereas like when I started listening to Floetry, I realized like my English lessons, creative writing actually matter. Like the metaphors and that kind of stuff. Like listening to lyricists and flowicists, like I was just like, whoa, like they're literally painting worlds, like they're literally world building through their music, and I just thought that was the most incredible thing I'd ever experienced and heard. And like hearing the poetry with the melodies, like I was just like, wow. And then Marsha Ambrosius yodeling and using operatic technique, I was just like, wow, skills, like what was happening here? You know, like that was game changer for me.
I think that's kind of what is so missing in today's music.
Yeah.
The storytelling aspect of it is more.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like today's music is more of how can you make people dance? Can you go viral? And can people sing along to it? As in, like, is it catchy? So, like, because of that, people are not really concentrating on the word flow, even like, you know, that's why I feel like Dolce, when it comes to like a rap, she was so refreshing because it was a bit nostalgic, but it was also modernized, as in it fit this this time, and it also like made you go back in time, and because like that's why people loved Nicki as well, and Doja
another
Cat.
world builder.
So they told stories, and it was still engaging, and it was still catchy, and it was able to still go viral. So, and I feel like when you mention all those, I was just like, it's and it's like when you listen to it, it's also kind of like healing.
Oh my god,
Because like, it's nice to have fun.
It's nice
to have fun, but what do you do afterwards? You go back to life, and you there's no lessons like you can take and stuff. And I feel all of them, you take something from the music. So yeah,
I don't know if I'd say it's missing. I guess for me personally, like I find artists that do that for me even now. They might not be charting at number one or what have you, but like in their niche, they're doing crazy things.
I was about to say that, and they're not going to be as popular as they would have been like back then, but that doesn't mean it's not as there. Now it's just like you have to find it.
I think that's the only thing only issue I'd have with most of the industry right now is the fact that I have to go find these things that are what used to be the norm,
the standard.
The standard, but now it's like
it's
Bitch,
I'm from Memphis. What you know about energy? Energy.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
That's what's popular right now.
It's all they push that in the forefront because that's what sells at the moment.
That's true.
I always say that it goes to say more about the consumer rather than the business, because the business is only going to sell what the consumer is buying.
That's true. You don't think?
You don't think so?
I don't know. Like being on the artist side of things and having engaged with like labels at different points, they have an agenda of what they think is going to sell, what they think is marketable. And they've been proven wrong multiple times. Even like if we think of Beyonce, for example, her first solo album, they said to her, "Don't do this. This is career suicide."
Yeah.
Where is Queen Bee?
Yeah, now she's not Beyonce.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Her first album, that's what they said to her. I know people who turned up to labels and they saw that they were black, dark-skinned women, and they were like, "Oh, sorry," after harping on about the music and being so excited and bring them into the office and not clocking that they're black, dark-skinned women. Then it's like, "Oh, you know, sorry,
don't have space for you.
yeah, we just don't think we can market you." And then later on, you're in a bidding war to sign the same person because success has now come knocking on the door.
Now that you mention
About
it,
that.
someone was saying that, you know, Ray.
Yeah.
She performed in the Oscars, I think.
Grammys, yeah.
Grammys,
Yeah, Grammy. Sorry.
Wrong one.
The
award ceremony.
Yeah. Someone was saying that I bet her old label regrets letting her
Of
go.
course.
Because she actually mentioned the same thing that you just said, that they weren't believing in her and pushing her to get, and she had to leave to get what she wants, and she's seeing the success.
Exactly.
And it's a shame.
She was actually forced to be a writer by her old label. So she ended up just writing a bunch of bangers for other artists that we know as well. And then she eventually got herself out of the deal. Started writing her own songs, started performing, and everyone's like, "Who's this amazing, talented, you know what I mean, girl?" And, it's like,
And even her, she wasn't allowed to reveal her blackness.
no way.
Really?
Yeah, she said in an interview, 2020, like a few women got together. They were like, "Do not reveal that you have black in you." They didn't want her to reveal that.
Oh, maybe because it was, they won't market her because of that. Is that why?
For them, it's like the closer you are to Eurocentric standards,
The easier
the
it is.
easier it is.
They think
To
they'll be able to
market.
sell. Yeah,
The
sell
things
you
I've been
across.
hearing about record labels, all these
Hey.
crazy things, like, bruh, people have actually been through it, you know, mostly black women.
That's the thing, though. Every business, I always say, you get to a point, you can keep your nose clean as much as you want, but it gets to a point where you have to do some scammy things to keep at the top. If not, you're just going to be dropped.
But I feel like we need to start creating our own things.
And we have.
But
Black
with the mindset of actually doing the right thing, because I feel like
everyone starts out wanting to do the right thing,
and they always deviate somewhere that they're not
Not
supposed to
everyone.
be going.
because
Not everyone.
not everyone.
what's going to happen is you're going to get to a point where the people at the top, the bigger companies, are going to block you and are not going to let you through unless you also play dirty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it sounds nice to be like, yeah, I'm going to start a business and I'm going to make it this way. It's going to be perfect. Everyone's going to eat. Everyone's going to be happy. You have to be ready to get your hands dirty.
Like,
as well.
I'll use Nicki Minaj for example. She talks about Lil Wayne as this like perfect person that, you know, brought her into the industry. They talked about her body shape. They talked about her body. They talked about her skin tone. She said she had to get lighter. She got bum because they were like, where's your bum at?
Yeah.
Like she had what's it called? What's that thing when you don't like the look of yourself? What do you call it?
Body
dysmorphia. Yeah, like so bad for so long, which is why she's always getting her body done all the time. And she got her boobs done, and do you know what I mean? These things have an effect on you as an artist as well.
100.
Like, so yeah, and that's just being part of a record label with a person that you admire and whatever.
Take it back. Lil Wayne did that to Nicki Minaj. Take it back to Lil Wayne. Birdman did the same thing
To him.
So it just keeps going because I mean, there's stories of Birdman abusing Lil Wayne. There's that. Lil Wayne was basically forced to drink lean so his voice can get a bit more deeper because he was young. He was like 13 when he first started out. He was forced to have sex with women so that he can know how
to rap about the stuff and talk
sex.
about the stuff.
It was like it just
What's
happens.
that black
It's
record
the
labels
dark
too?
sides,
It's just the messed up ones out there. So some people, I guess, are lucky. Some people are just not as lucky.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber talked about the same thing.
Yeah.
Being young in the industry
Yeah.
is crazy.
He did, and he said he was trying to protect. What's her name?
Billie Eilish. Yeah.
Said I'm trying to protect her from those big names because
Yeah.
what I've been through, and you wouldn't think
Yeah.
that Justin Bieber has had something crazy,
Yeah.
but Yeah, I mean,
Do you guys know this
Yeah.
UK artist?
Depends what
Lloyd.
year.
Lloyd.
Oh yeah, when she was, I think was she with her partner before she got married?
She was with her partner.
She was with her partner,
and they told her to
Sorry,
seduce.
Cher Lloyd. She
Oh,
was
yeah,
on
yeah,
X
yeah,
Factor.
yeah,
Swagger
Swagger Jagger.
Yeah.
That one.
You
Yeah,
can't
they told
stop
her she
looking
said-
at me. I love that
Can't stop looking at me. But yeah, they told her to, and we didn't even know that she's saying this years later. I'm sure she
Yeah.
couldn't even say it at that point because she's probably scared.
Yeah,
song.
Like
And they have
she
the
had to-
NDA agreement. They have
Yeah,
like dates
NDA,
until it
yeah.
ends.
depends.
Until it
Some
ends.
people have NDAs. Me, I
I
haven't
still
signed
talk, you
NDAs.
know.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I haven't signed an NDA, so.
Yeah, free to speak.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but
But yeah, she sorry.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
had
she
to
had to
seduce.
seduce Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
Why?
They told her for her to get like famous that she had to get on Justin Bieber's level. She had to seduce him, but she had to do it in public, so people
Yeah.
are seeing these things as well. But she was married at the time.
yeah.
But her record
Her
label was
label
making
was
her
like,
do these things.
"You
Now
need
you
to do
have
that."
to do this.
You need to get yourself attached to this person,
Yeah.
so that the publicity.
Yeah.
Or push you.
No
Yeah,
one
can
does
that.
push you. They don't want to invest in her album.
Yeah.
They're like, you need to make this happen. Once you make that happen, then we'll put the money in.
Exactly.
No wonder Zendaya doesn't want to pursue music because she's actually quite good in
Yeah,
it.
she's
Yeah.
talented.
So, and like I think Lady Gaga also said something about a producer doing something to her, and she got
Yeah,
pregnant, so
I
she
remember
had
that.
had to get an abortion for
Yeah.
it.
Damn.
I thought
There's a lot of darkness in the industry.
Yeah.
Like if you're not, like I personally feel like I've been very, very lucky that I've had people around me since early that were looking out for me.
Yeah.
Like the people I've toured with have been mad protective of me, like to the point where I was like, I'm gonna die sick because love won't let me talk to them. Like they were so protective of me, and I was so angry at the time. But like when I speak to other people, I'm like, yay! I was so lucky that they saw me as like a sister, someone to protect, as opposed to like
Just
a
someone
piece
else
of
make
me.
money from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the people we need to start highlighting more. Those that are actually doing the right work.
Yeah.
Because if you never know about them and you never think there is actually a different way to it.
True.
Because now everybody's like thinking, oh, you have to do all this terrible stuff to get it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's
You
a
don't.
possibility where you can. I hope so.
There is.
Yeah.
There
where
is.
you can
I
meet
know
genuinely
people
good.
who have had a positive experience in the music industry, and it's because of who they're surrounded by. It's not
Yeah.
that they haven't had any challenges. Like yes, there's been challenges, but they haven't necessarily had to deal with like any sexual assault
Yeah.
sort of situations in the industry. But they may have had issues with like labels trying to mold them into something that they
They're
weren't
not, yeah.
necessarily.
Yeah.
But at the very least, there wasn't that misogyny
Yeah.
on that level.
I mean, the fact that it happens to even the most unexpected characters is to
Yeah.
show how much of a problem it actually is within the industry. But let's bring it back down to yourself. What are some of the struggles you experience as an up and coming artist or as an artist within London?
I would say it is like trying to survive in this here London when you have to pay rent.
Yeah.
Don't tell me
I
about
have to do a weekly shop. And like it's just funding. At the end of the day, when you're an independent artist, you are your own bank.
Yeah.
You're your own investor.
Yeah.
And that can be very challenging when you're just an everyday person trying to make a living. And like for a long time I was working in the corporate world and doing music, but like I quit music a while ago when I decided to go into like a 9 to 5. But obviously my friends would always call me. It's like, well, if there's nothing in the diary, can you come to the studio? And I'd go. Or there's this corporate gig, can you come and do it? And so I basically was doing both jobs at the same time for a very long time. But I was just worn out. So I never actually ended up focusing on my career, which is what I wanted to do. So like I've been doing backing vocals for people for like when I finished uni. I was just doing backing vocals for my friends and for artists that I knew. And after a while, it just wasn't sustainable.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I have a degree.
Yeah.
Let me go and work and make money. I forget about this music thing. But obviously, like, music never let its clutches out of me. But, like, it took its toll on my health.
Oh.
And so, like 2.5 years ago, I ended up having to choose one or the other. And I chose music because I could do a gig and rest for a couple of days and then do a gig. Because, like, my health was so bad. Like, I'd shower and have to, like, rest, moisturize, and rest, cook breakfast, and then rest. Like, it was really bad. And, like, so, like, music was, like, the only option I had. And so, like, music saved me, but also
wore you out.
Yeah, but that's, like, because we live in a society where that the cause he lives is cause he living.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
Cause
like,
he lives, yeah.
yeah, so, like, I have to pay my rent and I
Yeah.
have to pay, like, my way in this life. But then I also want to invest in my music. And so that's kind of, like, the hard thing to do, where, like, I've had music, but to actually get it to you guys is a whole nother struggle. But things like funding, I feel like in our community we don't necessarily find out about it early enough for us to become comfortable with applying for funding. So I've applied for funding, sometimes I haven't got it, and other times I've applied for funding and I've applied for, like, songwriting camps, stuff like that, where it actually has done good things for my career, and I've got to know other people in the industry, and that's been really helpful. So, like, struggles are making enough money not only to support yourself as a human being, for first and foremost, but secondly as an independent artist. So that's probably, like, my biggest struggle at the moment.
So do you know about the Creative Council? Because I know they have some funding for artists. Because I did 2 years ago. I imagine myself as a singer too.
Oh.
No.
Oh, not no.
Yes, it was a brief. It was a brief
Brief
dream.
stint.
Yeah.
Why not?
No. I'm just not caught out to it. I can have my concert in the shower. It's fine.
Not in the shower.
If it makes you happy.
I mean, even if it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Flexible.
So they, like you were saying, when you said that, it just, like, brought a switch to my mind, because I didn't know there was funding for all those stuff that existed. So when we were doing the course, it was like a 6 months course, because I'm still in touch with the guy. He does music. He does it for young black people, and actually that's a lie. It's not just black. It's for young people who are into music. Yeah. So he during that he gives we have, like, sessions where we speak to people to help you with answering the questions for the grant application.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So, and then you apply for it. I think it was 2,500 at the time. And so you can do anything. So you can create a platform for people to perform, or you can do the performing yourself, just depending on how you apply. So I was like, we actually need to start, especially as black people. There's too much gatekeeping in our community. We are not open, and even if we are, it's not loud enough. So those that need it don't know about it, and then these things, the deadline goes and passes, and then it's just like, if I had known, if I had known the things I could have.
It's one of those things where so, like, someone I work with a lot, Kaya Milan, she has a community on WhatsApp called Citizen. I'm sure I've got that wrong, but we can put it in the show notes, right?
Yeah, I can find it.
Where people can, like, put their number in, and she populates opportunities and funding opportunities and performing opportunities, like, every Monday. That's what she does. So, like, things like that are very important. But, like, I've only just got my head around doing these things so very recently. So, like, if I was more confident or knew about it earlier on in my career, I could have been a lot further. We've kind of, like, when I grew up, a lot of us kind of knew things like Hackney Empire, where like you go and there's an artist development program, and so that's what I met all the people that I know now and I work with. So it was more like show up and do the thing, and that's how we just kind of did our thing ourselves. So we kind of just had this kind of self-made mentality where we just do it ourselves. Where like other people, other communities are told about this a lot earlier in their lives. So as someone who can have a voice now, I want to speak to other artists and be like, hey, you can actually get funding for things now. It's competitive and there's a very specific way you have to speak to actually get the funding. And so I feel like that's what we kind of need more support with, essentially.
How to be successful, I guess.
Yeah, and actually applying for it, because there's very specific language that you need to use to get it. So
Like we said, the code switching. Is really
the
cool.
code switcher,
Man,
the code switcher,
man, for
yeah.
real. Okay, so we're gonna have to wrap up shortly, but before we do that, should we do recommendations?
Ooh, and who we want people to listen to?
Yeah, listen to movie you want them to check out, book you want them to read, anything you want them to check out.
Oh,
really.
I just finished Breaking Bad, guys. It's really good. I'm sure most people have already watched it.
I still haven't watched
Yeah.
it because I'm
Neither
scared.
have I.
Yeah, I was one of the. Oh, okay. I'm not the only late one, but yeah, it's really good, you guys.
Yeah.
Literally so good. But yeah, I recommend Breaking Bad, even though it's like, it's been out there for a
Old
while
school.
now. But if you
Okay.
haven't watched it, I'll say watch it.
Okay.
Okay, mine, like when you were naming your favorite artist,
Yeah.
I think it's Jazza Blues, Etta James,
Oh.
Yes.
Sunday Kind of
Oh,
Love.
that is
Oh,
old school.
It's
Sunday.
like, yeah, I even did a pageant and like they asked me what would your evening walk song be. I was like, Sunday Kind of Love.
That is
Like, I was
Wow.
upset. So I'm still.
Damn. We got some old school lovers in here. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
man. Like even jazz,
Well,
like
old
jazz.
souls.
Yeah, exactly. Like old school jazz, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, like Nancy Wilson, like all them people there. When I was at uni, I used to be playing all my jazz music, and my friends were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "What do you mean, am I okay?" It's like you're playing like really depressing music. I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
This is
I used
so
to be one of those
romantic
people
and
that
so
used to
wonderful.
I used to complain, I can't lie. I used to have friends I used to listen to, like, I call it mushy mushy songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to call it. I was like, why are you playing this mushy mushy song again? Like, are you going through something? I'm so sorry. I was one of those friends too.
It was
I
so
can't lie.
it was, for me, it was like it's
Yeah.
so fantastical and
Yeah,
so romantic.
it's so-
I was just like, oh my god.
They make
And
me
especially
happy.
when you're cleaning.
I don't know. Yeah.
Puts you in the
Cleaning,
mood. Good
yeah.
mood to clean.
Please, the ones
Yeah.
that are playing in my song go. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. I'm on the other side.
That's
It
good.
depends on your mood.
We
It depends on
need-
your mood.
yeah.
You need
Yeah.
all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need all
I
the
mean, he said that the mushy mushy ones make him happy. It's not-
I know it's a weird thing. So
Yeah.
if I'm listening to drill, I feel good. I'm alright.
Sorry.
Even though it's very
Yeah.
Do you get me? If I'm listening to the sad songs that you think I'm gonna be sad, I'm actually not. I'm happy. Like there's something
Yeah.
about life is just I just want to be calm in this
Yeah.
moment. So it doesn't
That's
necessarily like
No, I tell
mean
Alexa
that.
to skip.
Alexa
what's
skip.
that, Alexa skip.
Like, I was like, Alexa was doing it the other day, was giving me breakup song. I was like, what?
No.
Are you
Alexa's
giving
doing
me
it the other day.
Oh no.
No.
People thinking Alexa is a person, though, but no.
Alexa is AI.
Alexa is AI.
She'll be AI.
Like Siri. Alexa will just give me bad music. Like, Alexa, what's wrong with you?
The
Okay.
algorithm is.
So what would you recommend for us, Nandi?
I recommend. Like so many things going through my mind, but like a podcast that like I'm obsessed with is Trevor Noah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's since he left the
Daily
TV
Show.
show, the Daily Show, he's now got this podcast called What Now,
Okay.
and like it's very like this is where my geeky side comes out. It's very much about like tech, politics,
Yeah.
and like sometimes, but also like he's so hilarious.
He
And
is.
also, he's got his co-hosts Josh Johnson and Christiana and Barclay Medina. Like their brains, like the way their brains work, just a wow. Like it's just a wow. Like it just gives me so much joy, so much joy. Like these comedians or journalists and just the way they see the world and how they interpret it,
Yeah.
just like helps life.
Yeah.
You know, like remember when Trump won again? Like just listen to their episode, I was like, okay, maybe it's not so bad. You know, like it just kind of has that kind of air to it.
I was gonna say Trevor Noah has some really good breakdown of political issues.
Yes.
The way he does it is you understand everything that's happened in 5 minutes.
Literally.
And yeah, he's amazing. But yeah, hey, so Daily Show, not Daily Show. Gosh,
What Now?
By
used
Trevor
to be
Noah.
Daily Show.
Yeah,
He
used
was
to
on
be
the Daily Show. Yeah.
And sorry, girls, your recommendations again was
Oh, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Yes,
Yeah.
Breaking Bad and Etta James. You said, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Breaking
Sunday,
Bad,
kind of.
Etta James, and Trevor Noah, and that has been Sex Rex.
She's like,
SECS.
I've had enough.
But it is like it's correct. Sex.
I know,
Sex
but
Rex.
we don't need to be saying that.
I hope you do realize that was the whole point of how the name came about.
Oh, so you thought of sex first? And thought, yeah, let me name something around the word sex.
No, because
Ian.
genuinely, when I was sat there and I was coming up with the name for the show, I was like, I want something that
It's memorable.
will grab people's attention.
So sex, you thought sex was going
Of
to grab
course.
everyone's
Self-apparently
attention.
now.
But
Yeah,
that's actually clever.
When someone hears sex, they're thinking, oh, I don't want to come see what's going on. I need to come here, hear us actually have a conversation rather than.
And they say
They will
sex.
think we're talking about sex, but we're not talking about
Exactly.
sex half the time, though, are
Hey.
we?
It's
Whoa.
not my problem. They don't know how to read.
We're doing Soldier Boy's move. When
Yeah,
how
marketing.
that's how he got famous.
How?
He used to pretend his songs were
So you would go on that website and type in Michael Jackson Thriller. So you think you're downloading Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yeah.
You download it as Soldier Boy.
and he
No.
would give
That's
them
how he was doing
in
it.
the I think it was in the club. He would give them what's his name, that guy that dances, Chris Brown.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, because that's the only thing I know he's good at. Sorry, you're good at singing too.
Oh, my days.
You're all right at that one.
That's the only thing he's good at. I mean,
Yeah, so he would give them Chris Brown songs, and they would play it, and they'll be
Soulja
like,
Boy.
yeah, they'll be like, "What is this?" But it's good, keeps the crowd. So that's how he
Oh.
got his name out, and then people
Wow.
actually start liking and paying attention to his
I'm
music.
telling you,
Maybe you should.
so force it down
marketing.
their, force it down their neck.
Marketing
You,
genius.
I literally, if you told me you were Beyonce,
Yeah.
I would say yeah. I would. I remember it was the the song that goes, "I like to love you." I think that's that song.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, her rendition of it. Oh my god, literally, just rebrand yourself as Beyonce.
Beyonce's long lost sister.
Your
Yes.
long lost sister, that does not look like any of them.
No, but on the good side, you are amazing by yourself. But yeah,
And I will
sometimes you
second
just
that.
have to gain.
Oh, and I need
that
to listen
attention.
too, man, so I can be involved. You guys are saying she's amazing. I mean, you're amazing. But I want to hear it too now.
You should.
After this, I'm going to go check her out.
It was my friend. He got a spare ticket to your
Steam
sundown.
Down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know, because like the environment was like. But when I came in and you guys were playing, I was like, oh, this is my kind of music.
See
Yeah.
the power of recommendations.
Yeah.
That's why we do
Literally.
recommendations.
Word of
here.
mouth. That's the best type of marketing.
Honestly, it is the best.
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
people
word of
trust the people that they're closest to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the best way.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think if I've got something to plug, Steam Down is like something I guess that we're building ourselves. A guy called Ananse, he's like the founder of Steam Down. He's doing it for nearly 8 years now, and it's every single Wednesday, and it's just a curated bunch of musicians, and it's all live improvised performance. We don't know what's going to happen, just like the audience don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, that's
We
it.
get together and see what happens.
And where is this?
It's at Peckham Levels.
Peckham Levels. Oh yes, I
Yeah,
know.
every
it,
single
I know it.
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
And there's 4 of us that curate, myself, lady called Shantae, Jermaine Marvel, and Ananse. And their manager is Kai Milan, who has the the WhatsApp that I was telling you about. Let me actually just look at it because
Oh, that sounds sick. And what time does it start on Wednesdays?
Listen, if you're into really sick DJs, we have Intellect who starts at 7 p.m. and then live music starts at 8:30.
Okay,
But it's literally, it's just like one of the most special things I've ever come across, and I'm so lucky that I get to be a part of it. Because it just
You're not
literally
lucky.
gives me
You
life.
need to be there. Like
yeah.
your voice.
So Wednesdays, 7 p.m.
Yes.
Peckham Levels.
Peckham Levels.
Definitely check that out. Sorry, the show is called.
The show is called Steam Down,
Steam
or
Down.
SD Weekly, and
SD.
the band is called Steam Down. The night is called SD Weekly, and the community is the NX Princesses and community. But yeah, basically, just DM me. Just DM me or find Kai Milan and
All the details will be in the description.
Yeah.
Of everything we've spoken about. So yeah, that should be in there. Check out Nandi. This is Nandi on all platforms. Of course, check out Demebs at Demebs.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying that.
I was like, who you mentioned? Then I had to pay it.
Yeah. Demebs on all platforms as well. DUMEBZ.
Double Z.
Double
So
Z.
your name is actually Demebs.
No, my name is
Social-
Dumebi.
Dumebi.
Oh yeah, on socials,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Dumebi, but change the I to a Z, basically. That's
Yeah.
it.
And of course, check out Dabs as well. Fem_Davina on all platforms. I actually know how to spell your Instagram.
Wow.
just to say.
Wow.
I'm
The
joking,
shade.
Don't take it.
No, but you need to
it's
you need to remember.
something-
I'm always typing you guys' Instagram
Oh
names
yeah.
in, so it's literally it's imprinted.
It's in your
Yeah,
head.
Well, you didn't even say the double Z. You said
I did.
You were like. Z-
I did. I said Z because do you know why? I stopped because I thought I misplaced the E and B again, like last time.
Like last time, yeah.
So
I spelled my
that's
name
why I
wrong
stopped.
one
I was
time.
like, oh,
Can you imagine?
no, it was just one time.
Yeah, but
Don't kill me.
Oh, Ian.
no,
was
you
so
should have.
funny.
You should have known.
Yeah,
You should have known.
When she sent it to me, I was like, huh? How did I spell it that?
You know what's so
That's the
funny?
best.
I didn't clock it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was someone else that clocked it.
No.
Someone else clocked it and sent it to me. I was like, oh, I saw this on his story. I was like, yeah, my name. And I was like, oh, wait, that's not how you spell my name. It wasn't even me that clocked
That
it.
is so key.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but it happens, man. It's tired eye sometimes. Sometimes I'll be uploading the clips late at night.
No, but you do bits, man. Like,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
you
try.
do
to Ian.
We try.
Ian does bits for
I'll
South
take it,
Conversations.
I'll take it,
Yeah,
I'll take
no,
it, thank you.
definitely.
But yeah,
119.
that's been another episode of Southeast Conversations, guys. Thank you for joining us, and tune in next week for another episode.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
So right, thank you very much for coming, Nandi.
Yeah, your energy is so great. I like that. Like usually, some people are like super calm or like nervous, but your energy was really great.
Hi guys, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Sex.